they're brainwashed, you know.
They get manipulated. Yeah,
That's all it is, man. But the upper echelon who's behind it, I think it's crystal clear.
I think you're probably right. But that did seem like a really rotten. There were some rotten elements to it for sure.
100%.
But it seems like it's mostly stomped out. Hopefully, but who knows? It might pop back because they.
Man,
need,
I feel like
they
here's
need
my
more
worry,
hate
and
against-
I think it's very important we say this on the podcast. I feel like Israel is losing the PR battle so much
there's going to be a terrorist attack.
that there's going to be a false flag.
I've been saying this for the last couple of months.
You
I
know,
think they're losing it. They need something.
God forbid if it happens, let's make sure we as Americans don't turn against each other and we don't desecrate the U.S. Constitution and the principles of liberty and justice that make America great.
Yeah.
That's what we have to be committed to.
How old were you during 9/11?
Bro, I was in 6th grade.
Did you feel a lot of hate after that?
Yeah, I mean, I got called Osama this and that. I remember walking into my class and my history teacher wrote jihad on the chalkboard. I'm like, sir.
You feel just like.
No, I'm like, no, I spoke out. I said, sir, that is not jihad. Jihad is striving for good, not killing defenseless, innocent people. It's also very interesting who wasn't in the buildings on that day and who made a lot of money, but let's not
Lucky
go there.
Larry Silverstein, also Howard Lutnick, who's
Luckiest man in the world.
Now. They all got rich off it and missed it. They're both good friends with Benjamin Netanyahu. I've done some podcasts on 9/11, so we won't get too in depth, but it goes deep. It's It seems like, you know, I'll just say it real quick. In my opinion, Israel was the one heading that up with the CIA involvement and probably some Saudi Arabia involvement.
Bro, I'll tell you though, I remember since 9/11, I mean, obviously, you know, got picked on, etc. But I didn't care about that. What I cared about was like my friend whose uncle was killed. You know, I mean, those were the real victims of 9/11. Yeah, we faced some bullying and discrimination, but
an aunt lost a husband.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely disgusting, you know?
It's horrific. And then, unfortunately, how many millions of Iraqis and Afghanis lost their lives because we invaded, blaming them for something that they had nothing to do with. And who benefited? It's the same. It goes back to the same.
Did you see who is this girl, some famous Jewish leader, when they said 1 million kids died? Was it worth it? And she goes,
Madeleine Albright. You think the price is worth it?
Worth it? Yeah, probably. 1 million dead kids.
She would never say that if it was
1 million dead Jewish kids?
Nope. No, sir.
That's just... I was sick when I saw that.
Yeah. So it's important people look who's behind this. And let's just start. I mean, look, our message is simple. Value human life above all else and honor God by serving his creation. And don't let people turn us against each other.
Which there's a lot of that right now.
100%.
A couple more questions. One, a little controversial. I don't know if it's controversial. Why are Muslims so against like Muhammad being depicted in image? They don't want to worship as a god? Or
well, the number, I mean, really the number one thing is Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, absolutely forbade people making images or pictures of him because it wasn't about him. He didn't want people to worship him. And he's like, look, Jesus was sent, my brother Jesus was sent to guide people to worship God. And then people started drawing him and then people started worshiping him. And he became God. He's like, dude, I don't want,
he didn't want where he becomes
no,
the
he's
God.
like, I'm just a messenger of God.
Which would have happened.
It's
or could have happened.
It's possible we could have tried to do that.
Could have happened where it like turned into
he's like,
God,
listen, I'm just the messenger of God. I came to remind you to be grateful to the Creator, but you're going to return to the Creator. God is not a man or a woman. God does not eat, nor does he sleep, nor does he use the bathroom. You know, don't idolize me as a person and draw my picture and this and that. You know, because people always think that we don't like when people draw bad pictures, but we don't even draw good pictures. Like we don't just do any pictures
you
because,
don't want them
again,
idolized.
We love Muhammad, and what we follow is the example of his character, how he sometimes, you know, forgave his enemies, how he helped the poor and the needy, how he was a mercy for all. Even for when he conquered Mecca after he was pushed out of Mecca, and then the Meccans broke the truce, he came back with and liberated it, but he didn't take revenge. He forgave.
Is there any good books to read about him, like besides the Quran, a good historical books?
A really good book. So my favorite book, just generally about Islam, is called Divine Reality. I would encourage people checking that out.
Not like Prophet Muhammad.
Prophet Muhammad in the Footsteps of the Prophet by Tariq Ramadan is a very good one. In the Footsteps.
Love to hear his story.
Yeah, that's a great one. And you know, shoot me your mailing address. Be happy to send you a few books that I appreciate on that.
Awesome. Muslim. I already got the Quran. Muslims are always giving me the. You guys do a great job of trying to recruit. I'll give you that.
But we never push it. Do we push it? No.
Extremely respectful. I'm really like. Muslims will reach out, hey, if you have any questions, but never push you. I'll actually give a lot of credit for that. They do a really good job of, hey, if you have any questions, or oh, here's a copy of the Quran. So
look, there's no benefit whether anyone becomes Muslim or not. Doesn't benefit me. Doesn't benefit us. Look, we're you know we make our own money. We're successful. We're good. We don't charge admission fees, bro. This isn't a sport team. But what it is I mean, Islam just gives us so much joy that we love it. And we like to share it with others if it's going to give them joy as well. But choice is ultimately theirs, and God guides whom he wills.
It's a massive brotherhood too. I've noticed.
That's
like
the most
Muslims
beautiful thing.
really look out for each other,
100%.
and like I notice these things. I'm like, oh wow, they're really like looking out for each other, greeting each other.
Because the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he taught that none of you are believers unless you love for others what you love for yourselves. Yeah. And the Quran says all the believers are brothers. So we are obligated to be there for each other. Like my brothers from the mosque that I went to when I was in college, to this day, I know we would give each other the shirt off each other's back without hesitation. I know I'm never alone. They know they're never alone. And we literally have a pact amongst us.
No,
None of us
noticed this is brotherhood.
None of us are ever allowed to worry about money. None of us are allowed to have any worry about material things. Why? Because we have a network that no matter what you go through, we got each other for that.
And of course, there's piece of shit Muslims that don't follow this, by the way.
100%.
It's not all Muslims.
Yeah.
But I've noticed this brotherhood. I've actually been treated really good by Muslims. I think maybe because I'm like, well, they like fighting, obviously, because I'm authentic and stuff. Because I've kind of been almost pulled into that brotherhood, I feel like, around these people.
Well, I consider you a brother.
Literally give me the shirt off my back, like you said. I consider you a brother. And for like, us, the things I've had Muslims do for me, the favors, the going out of the way, I'm like, it's unreal, like how generous these people have been to me.
100%, man. No, we appreciate all that you do. Like I said, you're a genuine man. I believe God's chosen you for great work. So keep on, fighting for truth, searching for truth, speaking for truth.
Yeah.
And we will always be honored to stand by your side.
But even before I started speaking up for Palestine, I had Muslims treating me very good.
Excellent.